Hi, I'm Dana Pellman, and I joined the Purdue drill team with the fall plebe class of 1955, and I was selected to be the plebe class drill lieutenant. The fall plebe class of 1955 has the honor distinction of presenting the first star spread maneuver, which was primarily authored by myself and edited by the entire class to its initial presentation. You will notice that the star spread maneuver is executed and is an important maneuver in some form in all maneuvers and exhibitions after that time. The fall plebe class of 1955 was also involved in the original design and description of the current Purdue drill team crest, and in our drill competition against the current active team, which was required prior to our initiation, we scored a tie with that active team. This was a moral victory for us because that had never previously happened. I subsequently served my first active season as a guidon bearer, and in the fall semester of 1956 I was selected to be the drill captain and remained in that position until the fall semester of 1958. During my tenure as captain of the drill team, the team was victorious in each plebe class competition and marched or competed in the following. During my tenure, the team marched in at least 25 exhibitions, including at the Pentagon, at Annapolis Naval Academy, 2 football halftimes, 1 on national TV, 2 basketball halftimes, and various other venues. During my tenure, the team marched competitively in at least 6 major parades, including the Washington, D.C. Cherry Blossom Festival and twice in the Indianapolis 500 race parade. The Purdue drill team won first place in all competitive parades in which we marched. During my tenure, the team marched in at least 8 invitational drill meets at Purdue and other universities, winning first place in each competition. In the 1958 Purdue Invitational, the team scored 590 points out of a possible 600, and in the 1958 Illinois Invitational, the team scored a perfect score of 600 out of 600. During my tenure as drill captain, the Purdue drill team marched twice in the National Collegiate Drill Meet in Washington, D.C. In the spring of 1957, the team placed second at the national meet, losing only by a margin of 3 points. In the spring of 1958, the team placed first in the national meet with a score of 978 out of a possible 1,000 points. In summary, as an active member of the Purdue drill team, I marched in approximately 45 exhibitions and competitions, including 3 times in the National Collegiate Meet and a parade in Washington, D.C. During the years I was drill captain of the Purdue drill team, the team won each competition and entered, except with the one exception where the team placed second by a margin of only 3 points in the national meet. I am very honored to have been a member of the Purdue drill team, and to all of you with whom I have marched over the years, and you with whom I have recently become acquainted, I am very proud to have marched and be associated with you. Next, you will be seeing 2 film segments during which I was the drill captain. The first was during the 1956 Purdue-Illinois football game halftime. The second was at the 1958 Purdue Invitational Drill Meet, in which we scored the 590 points out of a possible 600 and took first place. Please enjoy watching the video as much as I do, and God bless America. Dana Pellman reporting. During the 1956 Purdue football season, the homecoming game against Illinois was on national television, and the Purdue drill team gave an exhibition during the halftime. The TV cameras did not cover the entire exhibition, but we do have some shots that we can show a little bit of what was going on at that time. And of course, we always started off with our Fight Purdue Fight maneuver. That was a maneuver that was initiated by my plebe class at my suggestion at the last minute before we went on the field. It worked out pretty good, got everybody's attention. We come marching onto the field with a marching manual. After the completion of the marching manual maneuver, we do a rank spread maneuver. After the rank spread maneuver, and we continue marching down the field, and we do a maneuver which is simply by squads from the outside, order resume, march, 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 and simple maneuver, but it's effective. And at this point in time, the camera had cut away apparently and didn't come back until we were doing a 4 left about from the end of some other maneuver, and then I gave the command by squads, right about, left about, right about, left about, march, 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 and they came out of it into a platoon formation again. And marching down the field after they reunite as a platoon, they do another rank spread maneuver. And after the rank spread maneuver, they do star spread. And star spread is a maneuver that was initially authored by myself and brought to completion with the help of the full plebe class of 1955, which I was a drill captain for, or drill leader for. And this was a very effective maneuver, and the team liked it so well that they kept it in their repertoire until the end, and in fact edited and expanded on it to even make it more fantastic. Then we do a right about, and after we do a right about, again switch to a later point in time. We're starting our triple spread, or as they later called it, Purdue spread. And in this case, I'm giving the commands of each command. I give the commands for the squads to the rear, and then I give the commands for the by ranks from the rear to the rear. And then we're going to march down the field a little bit, and then we'll do a left flank maneuver. And after the left flank maneuver, we do a first squad to the rear march, second squad to the rear march, third squad to the rear march, fourth squad to the rear march. And now we're in our spread position. Notice we're covering more than half of the football field, and this is what truly amazes the judges and the people that we give our exhibitions to. During this spread, we do a sequence of maneuvers: drill team to the rear, even ranks to the rear, odd ranks to the rear, outer ranks to the rear, inner ranks to the rear. We do them in a specified sequence and a specified number of times so that we end up basically back where we started the rear movements, and all we have to do is a flanking movement and bring the team back together, as you see here. You notice a different kind of to the rear where these guys are coming back in. It's again a special maneuver that we used, and it was very effective in a lot of different maneuvers that we had. And I'm bringing the team back together by bringing the squads closer together. And as I get them together, I give them a right flank command, and eventually we'll do 4 left abouts, and again we'll do the right about, left about by squads: right about, left about, right about, left about, march, 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 which brings us back into a platoon unit. And at this point we're getting a great ovation from the crowd. They really enjoyed and appreciate this. And as we march off the field, we do our cadence song: count, cadence, count, bop, cadence, count, cadence, count, bop, cadence, etc. This is Dana Pellman again. In this next video, you're going to see the Purdue drill team at the 1957 and at the 1958 National Championship drill competitions in Washington, D.C. In 1957, we were supposed to march outdoors on a parade field, but it was raining so bad they had to put us indoors on a hardwood court, slightly larger than a basketball court. Didn't allow us to do triple spread. We lost that match by about 3 points to second place. In 1958, we redeemed ourselves and we took first place by more than 50 points. Here you see the team being inspected prior to the drill competition, a normal activity, and we're wearing white berets. That's the only year we wore white berets. And again, we're on the indoor field, and the reason we lost points, I believe, is because on one pass where we were too close in ranks, I called marching spin manual. I was supposed to call marching manual, and some of the members tried to do one, and some of the other tried to do the other, and it looked a little fouled up, and we lost points. It was my fault because I made the wrong command, so it was the drill captain's fault, not the team's fault. Here they're doing spin, pass, throw manual in boxes, where they pass the rifles back and forth and across, throw them across, and end up with their own rifle at the end of the sequence. This is a quick pass that we didn't get the camera slowed down on. Just another pass. My father wasn't able to get too much of the spread maneuvers because he didn't have a wide enough angle lens on his camera. Here we're marching out onto the armory floor. We're about to do a left present, which is a maneuver where at the present arms, I asked for the permission to use the floor for the drill competition. Here we're marching one of our passes, and we're doing by diagonals from the rear, order resume. Now we're outdoors practicing for the Cherry Blossom Parade in 1958. This is To the Wind's March that we're doing. This is a rank shuffle march. I'm not sure exactly what the name of it was, but it shuffled the ranks and got them back in order. Left about. And this is going to be a diagonal shuffle maneuver. Again, I don't remember the name of it, and I can't see the entire maneuver to try to figure it out. Here they're doing by squads order resume. The second squad leader there is Terry Ryan, who you all should realize is now a member of the ROTC Hall of Fame. And there I am in my uniform, and I definitely look better than I did in the ones I tried to replicate in the reunions, and that's my mother with me. And I hope you enjoyed that.